shocked.
All right, Crossroads Sports. We're live. Myself, Jonathan Birdsong.
And
We're the crossover show. We've got the college football playoff recap. JB, man, have we had some craziness
already,
uh already with um, the brackets and all. So, John, the brackets are out. Give me a second here. I got a thing for
get
it.
I've been up early up on it, man, because like overnight they was still kind of like sizzle and kind of talk about it. And what I'm saying, the early bird, early riser.
Yeah.
So and there was a media kind of push, if you still believe in media, right, and its power. There was a media push that was saying SMU was going to get over Alabama, regardless of them Alabama being a brand name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Gatorade. So, kind of shocking to see for me a little bit, because that was the case for either way, Brandon. And I know we can break it down to X and O's for either war. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Alabama did not make the 12 team playoff this year.
I'm not shocked and I'm not upset that they didn't make it because I think uh I think the committee, as they were saying, the committee you were damned either way, no matter what you did. Uh if the committee puts Alabama in,
Yeah,
you're going off a brand name. You're saying, hey, you're penalizing somebody that plays in the conference championship and lost while Alabama kind of sat idle because they didn't qualify for theirs. Um,
mm-hmm.
but I think the committee got it right because SMU, while they lost and then they had a storming comeback, they deserved to be in there based on how their season has gone. Alabama, you had your shot. You squandered your shot 3 times, including a blowout loss on the road at a very bad Oklahoma team.
But no
There,
problem.
so I have no problem with them leaving them out. Miami, I have no problem leaving them out either. You know, I don't know, and I think Saban said it on the telecast. Is I don't know how you, because some of these conference schedules are weaker than others, and how you decide it. Well, I think, in honesty, I think you go. Everybody has a 10 team or a 10 game conference schedule, or 11 games conference schedule, and you just have one game that's non conference, or it's a FBS, or however you want to play it. If you wanted to take a chance to make your resume look better, or if you wanted to get your guys a little bit of rust off of them to start the season, that's your choice. But I think they should do that. That way it increases a couple more conference games that you may have a better shot at playing somebody that you feel like you maybe deserve to be ahead of.
And Brandon, that's kind of going to be what the key is going forward when you talk about how do you get to the playoff. It's like, how do you schedule your non-conference? Um,
Yeah.
However you want to slice it against IU. You know what I'm saying? But like Brandon, like 2-3 seasons ago, we can go back and look at history, and that's kind of how these things are built up. IU doesn't have a glorious non-conference schedule. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 seasons ago, man, their program doesn't afford itself to like go play big time. You know what I'm saying? SEC football games. You know what I'm saying? Crossing the Mason-Dixon line. Their program doesn't necessarily afford them the football program. You know what I'm saying? What it has been doesn't necessarily. They're not going to even playing a great big ACC battle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, man? So like, they just use their history, their new coach. He brought in the sizzle. He brought in a great program. You gotta just not forget about that. Brought in a great program. You can name drop a lot of those guys. You know what I'm saying? He brought from James Davis, or he brought from over from Wake Forest, or he brought from over. You know what I'm saying? The Rourke. He brought from who had Mid American all time marks before he kind of came over, and he put together a super solid team. And what they gave him, he played the schedule that IU normally plays, and then guess what? Oh my goodness, Tom Allen could never win it. He did. So you gonna penalize? How you supposed to penalize that?
Right.
So no, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? All the teams are definitely deserving, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can go nitpicking on whoever, how they got here. You know what I'm saying? Who could be the weakest link and all that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of teased me off off show. You know what I'm saying? Brandon and Tanner was teasing me because I'd have been perfect on my picks this week had Penn State not a Penn State. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is James Franklin's finest hour. Jim Harbaugh's out the way. You'd already lost to Ohio State, James Franklin, right? So, but you didn't have to play them again. You got to play this new fish on the tail. You know what I'm saying? New fish on the block. Oregon, who been chopping? Man, they've been. I kind of been ignoring it and kind of gave them. Told them to go. I gave them a step back down after I saw some bad tape against them in Wisconsin. Against Wisconsin. But no, man, Oregon is the most complete team in America on all three levels.
To kind of break it down, Oregon, the number one team overall. They obviously won the Big Ten last night, fairly easy over Penn State. I didn't see. Go Jalen Warren. But very, very easy there. So they've got the bye. Georgia with the overtime win over Texas. By the way, side note for another discussion, we can use this in the off season or when it actually happens here in the playoffs, and a lot of people get pissed off, including myself. Overtime in the college football playoff, it just needs to be at least at the 25. Keep the 25 or even go quarters. I don't care. But do not do this after the second overtime bullshit of 2-point conversion attempts for a playoff game. I don't want that. Give us the quarters. The rules are this year. It's just like normal. It'd be the freaking 2-point conversions, which that shouldn't be deciding the college football playoff.
Right.
I will get on my horse again and repeat this clip if that shit happens here in this playoff. But next year they need to sweep that out. But Georgia.
I think the NFL.
Say what?
I think the NFL.
No. So Georgia with the big win, they win the SEC conference. They are going to be the 2 seed. Boise State with their win on Friday night, they go to the 3. Arizona State with the shellacking of Iowa State and Campbell's team. Arizona State is the 4. That's another thing, John. I hope it probably won't be next year, but in 2 years they will switch out where the conference champs won't have the guaranteed buys. Because you got the Boise States and the Arizona States who probably shouldn't be deserving a bye.
Are they gonna? Well, Brandon, you say that,
and just go off the rankings.
Well, we forget that like a lot of these teams they get scared to play Boise State. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to the history honors of it right now. You know what I'm saying? Boise State's always got 2007 in their back pocket when they who they beat, Oklahoma or Florida State. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? They get scary, like these big power programs get scary around them. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Pac-12 didn't want them totally invited, you know what I'm saying, before the Pac-12 broke up. Now they are invited. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know this ain't the same coach as that, you know what I'm saying, that led that program then, but like they have remnants, that this program carries over and whatnot, man. So, like, it's not, I don't have no problem with it. I've seen some whining. I get tired of it, Brandon. I get tired of the whining. Like, yeah, this deal with the, like, they had 4 teams last year. None of this would even been, all this would been inconsequential. We've been pissing them on the IU didn't make it. IU would be on the daggone Peach Bowl set, ready to play Prime or whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Now they've kind of set it up. I was still with the BCS. Everybody knows it. Now they set it up that, you know what? Squint a little bit, Notre Dame, you know what I'm saying? IU, outside of, they might got a shot. Hell, this might save my man. This gonna save Ryan Day's job. Could if he wins.
I don't think so. Well, if he wins the title.
If he wins the title, it saves his job. If he flames out, you know what I'm saying, against Tennessee, it is what it is. He already lost it against Michigan. He already knows. His box is probably already filled. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you can use his opportunity. I know, but he has a team that he does on these 2 sides of the ball that can win that. He just kind of come up short against Oregon, and he got made to look miserable against his blood rival against Michigan. So, but anybody else in that field, I'm comfortable. Anybody else I'll be honest with you, Brandon. Anybody else in Ohio State in this field, anybody else not named Georgia, I can comfortably say Ohio State can manageably beat them a second go round. Again, Oregon probably still a better team than them. You know what I'm saying? They should feel good. They have a matchup against Ohio State again, right? But now,
honestly, I think they got penalized.
Who you think Oregon did?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for them to get to the championship game, they got to go through a Ohio State, they got to go through a Tennessee or a Texas. I mean,
hey man,
that's some tough squads.
Sarkisian, man, he just don't want to do it, man. But he needs to that trigger, dude. And Arch Manning needs to come on out there like this.
Oh boy, I don't think. No, I don't.
Man,
no,
on Arch Manning.
You're living in the Peyton Manning era still, JB. No, it's still yours, team. He didn't lose it for him last night.
The offensive line and them being not freaking not get a penalty. How many penalties they have in the first half?
Oh yeah,
Man, but they got good defense, man. He got a kid. Texas got a kid, leads the SEC in interceptions. He got like 5 interceptions, man. So, but like, I don't know. Don't trust the big Kirby. I mean, that's Kirby. They lose to Clemson. It's a lose to Clemson, Brandon.
you want to talk about how James Franklin, who pisses down his leg, and as we said, John takes him in a big game and he chokes always, but they have the easiest route to the Final Four. SMU, Boise.
Yes. He getting real, Brandon, he letting the football karma come back onto him, man. Talking real cocky to these reporters, getting real cocky. Back with the Maryland coach the last game when he, scored another. He said, "Well, I still had my team on the field, and 75% of the time, I was like, oh my God, he's letting the arrogance get ahead of him. Like Joe Paterno didn't have as much arrogance. You know what I'm saying? And, but like, nah, man, he has a good enough team to get, like, they can beat Boise State, and that's not saying they're gonna run over Boise State, but like they can manage a game with maybe 12 points over Boise. They control Asher Genty, you know what I'm saying? Their quarterback ain't special. That's why I'm not comparing this Boise State team to that Boise State team of that the quarterback play is totally different.
Right.
Genty is special. Don't get that twisted. But Penn State should get through this bracket. If we were talking like this with the Final Four, Penn State should get to this final, you know what I'm saying? That, come on, man. Pasty cakes, these two, and
pretty easy route there. Locally here, we got some popcorn game. We got next Friday night, 8 p.m. We got number 10 Indiana going up to number 7 South Bend and take on Notre Dame. IU Notre Dame, John, coming up.
There can only be one. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, State. That's what you get, man. I guess that's what we get, man. Hoosier State's so great. They had to book us in the same state, man. So got Kurt Sinetti's bunch going against a good on defensive bunch their damn self in Notre Dame, man.
And who do you get to win? You get to play Georgia.
Yeah, that don't man, Brandon, that don't really favor the Hoosiers.
or Notre Dame.
Man, don't speak. I was getting ready to talk bad about Riley Leonard, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good game.
You can.
He said you can.
Andrew's getting ready to join us here shortly, so
man, I know
you definitely can.
We got to find out where he's probably gonna lose in his mind. He loves both of those programs.
Oh yeah, he has to. Every IU fan is a Notre Dame fan, so across the state, everybody's losing their damn mind.
Not every. Nah, you can't say every.
Every. Reggie Sykes, #1 fan. I cheer for IU, and I'm Notre Dame guy. By the way, how'd Southern do yesterday? I think they got their tits waxed, if I remember right.
I'm out. They did.
Yeah, they got destroyed by Jackson State.
They lost horribly.
Yeah, Southern's terrible. Yeah, so Notre Dame, 8:00 Saturday, next Friday night. The weather looks fine because I'm actually coming back from Chicago that evening. So,
okay.
Can I talk the wife into driving over to South Bend for the game? I don't think so, but should be a pretty good game over there with that. If I look at it right now, and by the way, if you get a chance, join the Crossroads Sports Bracket Challenge. Just like we do have in March Madness, we have a bracket when you fill out your bracket. It's on the ESPN website. If I can, there we go. The Crossroads Sports College Football Bracket. It's on the Facebook page of ours. John's going to have one. I'm going to have one. Tanner's going to have one. Fill out your brackets and let's see. Let's have some fun with it like we do with our basketball ones. John, you talked Texas and Clemson. You said you would not be shocked for Dabo to go in there and upset Arch and the Longhorns down there in Texas. And by the way, Signetti still pissing off and upset because he didn't get a home playoff game, buddy. You're not better than any of those teams ahead of you.
Oh, right.
You're not.
No. Like Notre Dame. They gonna point at Notre Dame, also Northern Illinois, you know what I'm saying, Illinois. Like they like Kurt, y'all had a close game against Northwestern. Y'all was biting your nails against the future doctors of America. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I am also a realist, you know what I'm saying? I get it, you know what I'm saying? They beat Michigan State, they came up there, Maryland, again, somewhat another nail biter because it was like iron against iron. You know what I'm saying? And they necessarily have their full blown identity just yet, of like blowing teams out or whatever. But like, nah, man, he can't be too sad, man. Go curse it, daddy, man. Hey, man, he gotta be a good Catholic. Go on up there, man. You know what I'm saying. Lay a little, you know what I'm saying, down. No, I'm just joking, man. He got it. His team is prepared. His team is definitely prepared to handle like South Bend and what kind of comes with that, man.
Let me ask you this, and I'll ask Tanner when he joins us. Do you give Indiana or Notre Dame any chance against a backup Georgia quarterback?
I like Notre
He
Dame.
had a bad interception there.
I know.
That almost cost him the game.
I unfortunately I like Notre Dame's chances better against Georgia because Notre Dame has a little bit more special at running back. Notre Dame's a little bit
With the backup or with what's his face still in there?
with who? I'm talking about.
Right. What I'm saying is, if they either one of those teams that win, how much of a shot do you give them against a Georgia backup QB in the second
I
round?
give Notre Dame a better shot than IU. I do.
Now, I don't think the backup will play because this game's not till New Year's Day,
Right.
and that I mean, we got what? Today's the 9th, so we got what 20 something days left until then. So I think he'll be ready. But Carson Beck, I mean, he was just holding his arm down like he couldn't do anything. And the other kid, the backup, my God, Johnny almost blew the game throwing the I told my wife, I said, don't throw that ball. And next thing you know, it was picked. And if that one Texas defender would have just blocked instead of cheering and celebrating, it would have been gone, taking it to the house.
Brandon, who coaches this team? Kirby Smart.
Yes.
Is he not the best coach in college football right now?
No.
Yeah. Ooh, I think he is.
No.
He's the best.
This season?
He's the best coach in college football right now. He'll have something come up. He'll figure it out before, you know what I'm saying, it becomes an issue if Carl Beck's not going to play. He'll figure it out.
You don't trust your man Sark?
Championship without your, you know what I'm saying, your start that you had, you know what I'm saying, for like how many 13 out of 12 weeks or whatever. That's a different conversation, you know what I'm saying? But like navigating the game, I think he'll figure it out.
How much of a chance you got Tennessee going to Ohio State? Because here's my thing, man. That first third down for Ohio State, and it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, and they run the ball for 2-3 yards, the Bluebirds are going to be out.
Could you imagine if that creamsicle orange light is like just running up and down against Ohio State? Can you imagine Brandon Reed? Oh man, no way, Brandon. There's no way. The Ohio State's got to win that. They have to win that game. They can't lose to Tennessee. They can't.
We said that as well about Michigan, right? I think we did. I think we all said that, and they ended up laying that egg.
Tennessee's better than offenses than Michigan. I think Tennessee and Michigan defense probably about equal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, but oh my goodness, Brandon. So you trying to stir up the hornet's nest, man?
I'm trying to play devil's advocate and give us a couple different options here.
He ain't gonna make it to his second game.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so I look, early spreads are out. And John, by the way, I don't think it needs to be remiss. And as soon as Tanner comes on, we'll mention it again. But 92-63 on the year, 8-1, best all time in the last 3 years, John, with picking against spreads. I don't want to say if you were betting $10 on these games, John, how much you would have been up this year. But Christmas would have been easy. And you would have bought yourself something really nice for Christmas this year. But spreads for the first round games are out.
Okay.
I know what the spreads are. I don't think you don't know them yet, correct?
No, I don't.
So I'm gonna, instead of just giving it out, I'm going to ask you what you believe. I'm gonna ask you what you believe the spread is, and then tell you what it is. So first game, Clemson at Texas. What do you think that spread's at?
Man, them two teams, especially with Clemson coming out, it's probably like ain't no more than 17. Can't be.
So you're saying Texas -17?
Yeah, it can't be more than 17.
It is -10.5.
Yeah, knew it wouldn't be over too much, man. Those teams kind of equally, you know what I'm saying, sharp.
Tennessee at Ohio State.
I'm too. I mean, I don't know, man. They might be a little bit. I mean, that's not Ohio State's not slow, you know,
No, they're not slow.
or anything like that. Have they faced anything? I mean, they. I think Tennessee. So you asked me the point spread. You asked me who
I
won.
just asked you what you think the point spread is, and I'll give it to you. So you're 0 for 1 so far.
Now, I was cool. No, I said it wasn't gonna be over 7. I said not over
Yeah,
17.
you did not over 17, but shit, that's
I'm gonna say 9.
7.
Yeah.
So not bad.
All right.
SMU and Penn State. What spread do you think it's at?
I bet you. I bet you the East Coast dudes got them under the 21.
It's
Yes.
8.
Really? They
8.
don't.
Yeah.
They don't. Damn, they don't believe in Penn State.
James
I'm
Franklin.
still believing in you, James Franklin. He might just cuss him out.
And then the last one, Indiana Notre Dame. What do you think that one's at?
Ooh, that should be like 3 points.
8.5.
Okay.
8.5. Tanner, welcome, my guy. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for joining the
Good.
show. We kind of went through the bracket. We'll go through it again with you and your thoughts. I would be remiss if I didn't say how great of a job again Jonathan Burnsalk did. Pick him this week, 8-1. The only one he trusted James Franklin in a big game, and he couldn't get it done once again. But overall, John, you finished the season, and you remember we still do bowl season as well for certain games. But John, you went 92-63. I went 76-80, 4 games under 500. Tanner 73-83 this year. So, John, props to you for being our champion for the regular season.
Yeah, that's a good record.
That's really good. So, props to you. We do have our
hopefully you
bull
have some
pick'em.
followers around there. You can start charging for picks, then.
Yeah, exactly. We will do bull pick'em as we do, and then I've actually kept our records over the last 3 years for everything. So I'll compile those at the end and send those out to everybody. But yeah, we've got bull season, so I'll send those out, guys. Since we're not doing a show the next 2 weeks, because next week I'm out on vacation, but we'll send out picks for everybody. I know next week is the playoff game, so we'll have those in there, and then I've got a smatter of other bowl games. So I'm kind of setting myself, as I do for bowl season, a calendar, so I know which. We lost John for a second. So I know which ones we need to really choose and have for which week. For that way, so we'll do it that way. Tanner, let me bring to you. Give me a second here to share my screen. Okay, perfect. So Tanner, odds Bulls are out. College football playoff. We were talking top 4 seeds: Oregon, Georgia, Boise, Arizona State. Yeah, your Texas and Clemson at 5-12. Ohio State, Tennessee 8-9. Penn State, SMU, and then Notre Dame, Indiana. I told John first 2 things that struck me was Oregon's got a tough route just to get to the national championship. You got to take on either Ohio State or Tennessee, and then possibly Texas. To me, that seems the hardest route. And for a cupcake route would be the guy who pisses down his leg all the time, James Franklin, against SMU and Boise State, and you're right there in the Final Four.
I'm with you. Yeah, I don't know. They do this stuff. I feel like they always try to hose the Big Ten in this thing. Just from what I see every time, I didn't think with Penn State losing, I didn't think Notre Dame. I thought they were going to actually give Notre Dame the 6 seed, so they would have that easier route, so they would play like the 3 or the 4 if they won their game. But they kind of got a tough draw too. If they win, they go straight down there to Georgia.
Yeah.
So, not a lot. They didn't do favors for any of those big time schools, like you said. Penn State's got the easy way in there with it if they can win, but I think he'll win that game because I think what time's that game scheduled? I knew they announced the time. So what time's that game?
The Penn State game, 12 o'clock noon.
All right, that helps SMU a little bit. Not
that
giving
seems
them
like
that
a 12 o'clock game, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. If they could have gave him a night wide out down there in Penn State, I think SMU would have been cooked.
I say that time in that game is like the equivalent of the wild card playoffs for the Houston Texans at 4:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, John. I know you're chomping at the bit to ask Tanner because the whole state of Indiana, IU fans are going crazy because all IU football fans are Notre Dame fans. So who the hell are they going to cheer for
That,
now?
man,
I saw you put that in there, and I'm gonna let John get in there, and I was like, "That's great," because I'm like, I could name off at least 10 buddies that are Notre Dame fans but are IU grads. So I'm like, "What are you gonna do?" I think it's hilarious. I think the committee knew probably.
well, hey, it'll be full pack. You know what I'm saying? Hotel charges is going up already. You know what I'm saying? All those things gonna be good for the South Bend community. I'm sure they'll have somebody come down with a jacket or something where they have a split. You know what I'm saying? They have the Irish on one side, the IU Hoosiers on the other, man.
For sure.
I really think it's gonna be a, you know what I'm saying, a lock 'em up corner horns kind of game. Brandon said how many points? 8?
8.5.
8.5, man. That's probably rock solid, man.
It'll probably go down a bit, I would guess.
I know if I was a betting man right now, I'd probably take IU and 8 right now.
Bro, I don't know, man. They can't lose that game. That's what I mean. When you come push
Notre Dame can't, but they got exposed against USC hard.
Well, no. USC always plays good at home. You got to remember.
I mean, they racked up more yards and rushing yards than Notre Dame's been giving up all season. They if you don't get pick 6 there twice, I know those were bad. Dude, USC was in there, and I'm a Notre Dame guy. They didn't play well on defense.
I use pretty solid on defense too. Matter of fact, they're statistically ranked in the top 10 still in defense. I think talent wise, Notre Dame's better.
Yeah,
I think talent wise, Notre Dame's better in defense.
I think more. They got the better star recruits. I'll give you that. I've looked at the ticket prices. If you get on there, if you get they are not cheap.
1,400 I saw is the average ticket.
Yeah, it's not cheap to go to that game.
You couldn't have said, man, Tom Allen last year, the buyout money, like pales in comparison now, man. Like it doesn't even matter. I feel like they got it all back now.
Oh boy!
You know what I'm saying? However they get the credits and TV money kind of comes back to them. The gate money probably sticks with the Catholics. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? No, it's like it is.
If they get beat, if Notre Dame puts it on them,
I can't see it happening.
Everybody's gonna make fun of it. They're gonna call this IU season. Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Look, you didn't play anybody. When you did have to play somebody, you got dog walked."
Yep.
Well, look at Notre Dame. Let's go kind of look back at Notre Dame's. Do they got an IU on their schedule? Somebody who you think would probably like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, here let's bring it up real quick. So this is their schedule. They started with Texas A&M.
Good game, good win.
Beat Louisville.
Okay, Louisville. That's a good one because Indiana got out of a game with Louisville. Will we respect Indiana's schedule? Will we respect Indiana's grind had they beat Louisville any more or any less?
Well, they backed out of the game.
What happened? Was IU supposed to play him this year?
Yeah,
yes, and Signetti backed out of the game.
He didn't scout that team, man. He didn't have his team scouted, man.
I didn't know he pulled him out of that game.
Pulled him out.
Yeah, put the Western Illinois game in.
Oh my God! Are they even in the FBS or whatever? Are they in FC? What are they?
They're not even Division I.
They are.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I don't even think they won a game this year.
Who, Indiana State? I don't think so.
No. Western Illinois. Give me a second.
They won 2 games.
Hold on.
Building a program is hard, man. You know this.
Oh, yeah. They beat McKendree, Charleston Southern, and Tennessee Tech, and Gardner Webb. Wow.
Hey, dude.
All those are FC. They're not even bowl teams.
No.
Probably.
No.
Oh.
Terrible.
And everyone wants it. I forget now. I can use that against some people against IU. They're like, "Well, we only played our schedule." I'm like, "Yeah, you backed out of that." Was it supposed to be at Louisville or was it going to be at home?
That's why they backed out of it. Thank you, Tanner, for reminding me. They couldn't find a place, you know what I'm saying, where they wanted to play at. Where they didn't want to play in Bloomington. They didn't want to play over, you know what I'm saying, across the water, man. I ain't doing it.
Here it is. Oops, sorry.
Pull it up.
Second game of the series. IU was withdrawn from his road game. It was an IU road game at Louisville.
Oh, yep, that's why.
But
They called off. They signaled to call off a 2025 home game as well. The cancellation effects next season will become with a $1 million penalty. Falls within a 2-year window, requiring the canceling party to pay for the inconvenience of the contract. IU will add an FCS opponent. The revenue from the new game is expected to cover the cancellation penalty.
Oh my gosh!
And then now you're gonna make me think they're gonna go in there and play spoiler. Now they're gonna beat the Notre Dame. They're gonna beat the Golden Domers at home. You know what kind of place in heaven you get. You know what I'm saying? If you beat the Golden Domers, like, you know what I'm saying, at home, Kurt Signetti, man,
So here's your IU schedule for 2025. Who we getting off the schedule here?
Recruits coming in too.
What's the schedule for them next year?
Look at those cupcakes.
What's
Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State.
This the basketball schedule?
You got to go to Iowa. You got to go to Eugene, and you got to go to Penn State.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so when Brandon Reef and anybody's going to be critical, not Brandon Reef per se, but he's the host of the show. I was always ranked in the top 25. They slide up, they slide down, but they never fall out of the top 25. There you go. So if they can get past Iowa,
the first 3 games of the season they're going to be 3-0, so they're going to be ranked in the top 25 because of what they did this year, and then they're going to be ranked in the top 25 for the first 3 weeks.
John, they don't play a road game until late in the year at Iowa. Their first 7 games are at home.
How many road games do they have? 5 even?
Can you imagine?
5 even. The last 5 games of the year are on the road.
How many times John Cougar going to be there?
Last 5 are on the road?
Last 5 are on the road, first 7 at home.
That's terrible. I would not like that.
Sorry, hold on. These are dates to be determined. So the Big Ten maybe has not determined it yet. I think it comes out Tuesday.
Okay.
So it's just showing. That'd be fucking wild if it was 7 games at home and 5 on the road.
Dude, those last 5 would be brutal.
So, but they do play. They play at Purdue, which that should be a win. At Penn State, at Oregon.
You don't know that, Brandon. This dude come from UNLV and his promises.
Oh, he's bringing a 500 record.
Talk about this Purdue head coach.
Yeah, he's going to bring a 500 record into from UNLV.
And his blown checkbook.
John, you called him a liar.
He is a liar.
The coach, the new head coach already for Purdue.
He's already called him a liar. We lost credentials already, I think.
No, we didn't. No, dude, Tanner. Remember the UNLV quarterback? The story he didn't want.
Yeah, he left.
He left. Okay, who lied to him?
This coach.
Who lied to him? The athletic director? The coach? Me? You?
Because he didn't get that money?
The coach lied to him, man. I don't want to get in trouble already. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble, Brandon.
You are. I mean, you are.
He came from Missouri, too. Did he get canned from Missouri to go to that UNLV job?
I haven't went down for that wormhole just yet, man. But
he went like from 2016 to 2019. I'm pretty sure he was at Missouri.
Hopefully he said at the press conference that they don't put that stank on him, man. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna record it so I can watch it today.
I'm saying, but they got a new quarterback.
Oh, is he gonna do a presser today?
I thought they was doing. Yeah. I don't know. I just saw this Purdue's officially confirmed it now. You guys keep talking. I'll see when the presser is.
Well, I got to ask him what he thought about this Butler coach coming over to Ball State.
Yeah, that's another FCS coach.
Oh boy, here
bad
we go.
Hire. Do we even have bad hire?
Oh.
For Ball State, terrible.
Damn.
You're really gonna get a dude from an FCS Butler? They don't even play.
James Madison.
Hey, here's the fact. They don't
Madison.
even have anybody that can be on scholarship. They don't even give scholarship for football players.
They should.
What about Sig?
Yeah, if he was gonna go from the city, I'd have got a coach from Marion. You know
what about Coach Sig? He was FCS. Look what he did.
I like what my guy was selling though. He got on the radio.
No.
There he is. Official. Barry Odom, Lamar's cousin.
I don't think so.
No wonder he hung out in Las Vegas. He's with Lamar at those brothels where Lamar was hanging out.
That's not his cousin. That's not his cousin. that is in no way, shape, or form related to Lamar Odom.
This is just for comedic purposes. As
Yeah.
But like, no, man, Ball State got a new coach.
He's gonna have to prove me wrong. I'm gonna be a critic at first. He's gonna have to prove me wrong.
The coach, I can't remember his name. Brandon, put up his name. The coach that went from Ohio to Charlotte.
Oh,
that's the guy that Purdue probably should have went out. He's a little bit older.
Tim Albin.
Yeah, Tim Albin. That's the guy they probably.
I want to know if Ball State tried to go hire that D coordinator from Indiana that played at Ball State, Bryant Haynes.
If
he didn't get a phone call, that's horseshit.
How big's the checkbook?
I donated. I donate. I don't know about you two, but I donate to the.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, here's your candidates: Tyler Stockton, Clint Kalu from Incarnate Word. Incarnate Word's got a football team.
Gosh,
we could have been worse. Ben Arbuckle. I think that's John Arbuckle from Garfield's cousin, since Garfield was from Indiana. And then Nick Benedetto.
They didn't even have Bryant Haynes up there.
Steve Morrison, Joey Lynch, Jay Bateman.
Shut up. They had a Lynch on there.
Yeah.
If they would have hired a Lynch, that would have set Ball State back another 10 years.
100%. So let's be happy with our guy here. JB. We're gonna get him on the show.
100%.
Anybody but a Lynch at Ball State.
100%. 100%. Hey man, we had Lynch on the show that one time, Brandon. You remember?
Yeah, we did.
Which one? The dad?
No, we had the offensive coordinator.
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin Lynch.
Man, he I think he was snoozing never mind. He was good. He was solid.
You don't want your man from Colorado State?
His older brother Joey, who's like an offensive analyst at A&M.
He's right here. I got him on the screen. He's at Colorado State.
No, he's not there right now. No way.
Okay.
I think he's I saw him when he was on the sideline. I got to look it up again. I'm pretty sure he's like an offensive analyst at A&M. And that A&M coach was absolutely tuning his ass up on the sideline.
Disappointed with it, huh?
Like he wanted to run the ball, and it was literally at Joey and just roast. Me and my buddy were watching.
That's better than I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say I'm on the corner of McGalliard and Bethel.
No, and absolutely barbecued him on the sideline. I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure Joey's at A&M.
Okay. Well, new era in Ball State, new era in Purdue. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what kind of transpires, man. Kurt, like, not to go back on IU, they got a better, like I said, a better recruiting class coming in. IU does. So
they got a quarterback coming in, or is he gonna have to hit the portal? He's
probably gonna have to hit. I would assume he's gonna have to hit the portal. Only kids I've seen, he's got positional wide receiver, edge, interior lineman.
Press conference is 9 a.m. Tuesday.
Press conference for what?
Purdue.
May have to go up there for it.
No, I hope he tells the truth.
Gosh damn it.
God, John, come on. Don't blackball us for Purdue football.
Yeah.
I just like connecting the dots. I'm saying, hey, man.
Well, then be the journalist and go up there and ask the question.
He said, no.
Ask him if he was like, you go ask him the hard question.
Yeah, come on.
They said Purdue, UNLV hired coach. I said, oh, okay. I remember UNLV from this season. I said, that's when that quarterback said that the program people lied to him.
Is there a chance that the quarterback lied? You don't know the truth.
Well, there's always two sides.
There you go. Saving grace. Oh, man, we got saving grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two sides to every story.
John.
It's true.
Two sides.
Because I wouldn't have paid. Right. You know what? He was talking about the quarterback. Now I think about it. He was talking about they promised me $100,000, and I looked there for where he came from John Claus Baptiste Community College. You know what I'm saying? And it was a prep
John Claude Van Damme's Baptist College.
Has this kid
John Claude Van Damme Baptist Community
re-enrolled anywhere?
Huh?
Has this kid
where's he at?
I don't know.
Go anywhere?
No, I don't think where he ended up yet because he still has eligibility. I don't know where he felt. You know what I'm saying? But like they put him in this system. He looked good.
Probably be IU's quarterback because we'll need someone in the portal.
Well, what about Cade McNamara coming back for his 7th year?
No,
we're at Iowa, right?
No, he's left Iowa. He's opened up to the portal again.
He left Iowa.
Yep. He put out a thank you yesterday to Iowa.
Did he play a game there this year?
Tell him thank you.
I put on Twitter that Purdue should go after him now.
Well, how many more years does Hudson Card have? He probably needs to put his name in the portal.
He's done. Hudson's done.
He's done.
This was his senior year, yeah. Unless he comes back for a grad year, but yeah, McNamara's back. Boys, I heard Rising may be coming back.
No, I told you that. I said that.
Man, he needs to go to the USFL. They need.
He'll be like 20. He'll be like 25.
No, he'll be like 28.
He'll be the Chris Winkie without being Chris Winkie leaving playing baseball. He'll be legit Chris Winkie out here.
He's a super electric athlete. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of throw. The NFL done told him, like, you can't even be Doug Flutie. The NFL done kind of told him he can't even be Doug Flutie. And that's no difference. You know what I'm saying? He can't play. He can't play in the NFL. And he's too often injured, too. That's the other thing.
There's a lot of times I ask for apologies from some people on this show.
Apologize to the Irish.
John, I asked you several times for
an apology.
And this time I think the ACC needs to apologize to SMU because when they joined the ACC conference during that realignment, the boosters for SMU raised over $200 million to make that happen.
You can say that.
As the Mustangs gave up their TV money just to get into the conference, the ACC said, well, if you want to come in, we have to keep the TV money. You don't get it. Now SMU's made the college football playoff in their debut season, and they just earned the ACC $4 million by doing so. The ACC needs to apologize.
Is SMU in there for basketball too, or just football?
No, they're in there for basketball.
Yeah, they're going to beat the shit out of North Carolina.
No.
Are they in there for basketball too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let me find out.
I'm pretty sure they're not even playing.
Because there's some teams that are just in like Notre Dame's in the ACC and stuff like for
basketball but not football. You bring up Notre Dame, and like that's the shadow boss. That's the shadow.
Yes,
partner.
They are. They are in basketball too.
Yeah, that's the shadow partner of the ACC.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how the ACC. Y'all look at it different. I look at the ACC. The ACC got 3 teams in this playoff. They do. Notre Dame's an ACC team.
Yeah, that's what I said. They play 5 conference games.
They're an ACC team, man.
Yeah.
So they help prop.
They just want to keep their independence thing because they want the money. That's all they do it for. They're greedy.
No, Tanner. No.
They're not.
I would say.
Careful.
Texas needs to be independent. Texas needs to be in too. Like at this point, it's gonna come down.
They tried. The Longhorn Network failed.
Yeah, is that still around or no?
No, it failed 2 years ago.
So like, why ain't Notre Dame fail? Because they don't budge.
Because they're on with NBC and that contract. They have a better fan base. There's certain fan bases that travel.
You know, fine. Oregon should go independent.
They not necessarily. They brand ain't necessarily that strong enough just yet.
Nike, absolutely. Nike is just as important of a brand as NBC is.
No, what funds them? Nike
is Nike.
That's how they got to this point. If that kind of has but like Brandon, Nike's corporation, Nike has a bad quarter or whatever, I'm saying that maybe they funding kind of necessarily goes away, and guess what? Maybe that funding goes back to USC, and that's why USC stinks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the funding used to go, because that's a Nike school too. You know what I'm saying? But at one point,
Colorado's facing BYU, Scott.
Oh, they are. Oh, did they announce all the bowl games?
I didn't know they announced all the games.
They're starting to release them one by one now. I think that's the Alamo Bowl they were talking.
Why would they make Colorado face BYU when they're in the same conference? I'd be playing that game.
Yeah, so I don't think they played. They didn't play this year.
They didn't play this year. They didn't have a crop. But I mean, like, why would you match yourself up with somebody that's in your conference?
And then now,
give me a second here. Brett McMurphy, by the way, is releasing them as their thing. So I'll take a look at that. By the way, he announced before ESPN could. He broke the news on Twitter that Alabama was out and SMU was in. So that was he was a little sour still with SMU or with ESPN from his days. So the confirmed bowl games as of right now: Western Michigan versus South Alabama Veterans Bowl, West Virginia, Memphis in the Frisco, Cal and UNLV in the LA Bowl, Western Kentucky, James Madison and the Boca Raton, Georgia Southern, Sam Houston in New Orleans. The Myrtle Beach Bowl is Coastal Carolina and UTSA. The Idaho Famous Potato Bowl is Northern Illinois and Fresno. Hawaii Bowl is South Florida and San Jose State. The Ventures Bowl, Arkansas State, Bowling Green. The Pop-Tart Bowl, probably one of my favorite ones, where you eat the mascot. Miami versus Iowa State. The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl is Colorado State versus Miami, Ohio. The Texas Bowl is Baylor versus an SEC opponent, not named yet. And the Bahama Bowls is Buffalo and Liberty. So they haven't
It's gonna
named
be Alabama.
Colorado just yet. But, I mean, the projections are Alabama versus Illinois in the Citrus Bowl.
That'll be
LSU.
an absolute dog walk.
LSU and
Hey man,
Baylor
hold on,
in the
man.
Texas
Don't
Bowl.
do that. Don't
What?
do that. Don't do that. The Illinois ain't getting dog walk, man. Don't do that.
No.
Illinois ain't getting dog walk.
Ask
John, what do you
Brett
think
Bielema how it was when he went
Illinois
down there
got
to the old SEC
Illinois got
one time.
a more complete team than Oklahoma did. This year.
Rumored bowl, the Rilo Quest Bowl is Ole Miss and Michigan.
Oh my gosh.
You want to see Lane Train get humiliated, humbled,
I hope they hang 40 on Michigan.
humbled. They'll be
The
humbled.
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe
Like,
Bowl looks
hang
like it could be
40?
Nebraska.
That man, listen, man, Sherrod
BC.
didn't already beat Ohio State. You playing with the old man's money now, man. Come on, they will humble Lane Train.
Las Vegas Bowl, Texas A&M and USC, possibly.
Why is UC playing in the bowl game? They don't deserve it.
Armed Forces Bowl would be Navy and Oklahoma.
They forgot they had 6 games on the road and forgot they was going to the Big Ten.
The bowl schedule, I'm not gonna lie, none of those games really. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 that I'm like, I might tune in.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's why I say I started looking at the games like we're going to possibly put on our betting cards for this. I'm like, outside the college football playoff ones, there's nothing really that I see that's tempting.
There's not.
They got no
Speaking
imagination.
of college, you guys, I'm not trying. We'll stay on college. You see that Kentucky come back last night against the Zags?
Absolutely.
That was a steamer of a game.
Hey man, Mark Pope, man, I know we ain't supposed to be pro UK out here. Not. But like, man, it's like Mark Pope then got the program. Like, I get it. Like, he got like 9 transfers.
Oh, we got a deal that we can't talk about Kentucky on here. I'll keep it quiet, Jen.
This is a pro IU program, man.
I mean, the state comes after us sometimes, and our shit stops working, and we talk about that, or John starts talking shit about ESPN.
Plus,
that fan base travels too. I looked in the crowd. There was a ton of Kentucky fans out there in Seattle. Should have been a home game pretty much for Zags, but there was probably as many Kentucky fans there as there was Gonzaga.
Yeah, they came back on Gonzaga. That's a good program builder. If kids kind of had doubt and kind of, you know what I'm saying, those McDonald's All-Americans, you know what I'm saying, whatnot, kind of turned their back. That's a good program builder for them. They didn't beat Duke and Gonzaga in one season. Come on, man.
If you ever want an easy basketball bet, just fade North Carolina in the first half. They come out flat. They haven't came out good. Just fade them every time.
I thought they were going to lose against Georgia Tech.
So bad.
So did I. Yeah. Kansas is down by 11 with 7 minutes to go to Missouri. I know we'll have a new number 1 already, but still.
Kansas is about to lose 2 in a row.
They're down by 11 on the road at Missouri.
Yeah, I mean, Creighton dog walked them.
Purdue got a win. They came back and won after the shit stomping they took out there at Penn State. That looked bad.
Penn State, course storm on Purdue. I'm like, man, can you for real?
Hey, I got to play a clip for you both real quick. So keep talking. Let me find it.
Okay.
Make sure my phone's
connected. Duke looked good against Auburn because I have them as a Final Four team. I like Auburn. I like Bruce Pearl. Duke played good on Wednesday.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Houston looked better last night against Butler. Butler didn't necessarily take their best rebound. Crew up there last night.
I'm telling you, Houston can lock people up if they get that defense going. They're like old school Virginia, how Bennett used to have them, man. It was like first 1 to 50. If you didn't score 50 points, you're out. When I was watching those Virginia games.
Here's the clip. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Here we go.
Again.
Here we go.
Maybe that I'm not doing another 3-game MTE again.
Oh man!
Moving forward, we will only play home and homes and single game events in big time arenas.
In big time,
I don't think I'll ever do a 3-game MTE again.
That's what blew me away.
Big baby. What a big baby Dan Hurley is. God, if I ever hate that asshole anymore, this gives it right here.
He's turning into Calipari.
Dude.
He turned into Calipari. Calipari, if y'all remember, this is probably before IU program here.
That's why
Calipari was like, I don't want to play in
Calipari stopped
Bloomington.
that IU
I don't want to
Kentucky
play in
thing.
Bloomington. One of my kids got hit in the head with a piece of confetti, and Bob Knight's grandfather spit on my shoe. I'm like alligators when I was walking up out of there in Wofford. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So, like, man, this dude's like, how are you not playing in the Maui Classic, man? That used to be an honor, man. I'm glad.
When you got
here
stomped.
locally. I'm glad
He got beat by 3 unranked teams, right?
Man,
yeah.
Well, Mark, I'm saying.
And then they got beat again, and then they got beat again this week. I think, did Baylor beat him? No, they beat Baylor.
They bounced back. They bounced back, man.
Baylor should have beat him. Baylor had him beat.
That McNeely kid that should have went to IU. Is good.
Oh yeah, no, he was committed there.
Yeah.
Did you see the Mullen kids last night?
Where do they play at?
I forget who they played at, but I saw some highlights this morning. He looked tough last night.
The who kids?
The Mullins kid from Greenfield.
Oh yeah.
He's going there.
High school game.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
He's going to UConn.
Going to UConn too.
Yeah, he's the one. He said bye. Yeah, that's right.
Come to State of Indiana. He'll see you.
Yeah. John, you want to make a trip here? I mean, it's almost 3:00. 2 hours. We'll be down there. Time for tip off at 6. Duke, Louisville, down there at the Yum Center. You can see your boy, Mr. Christian Leitner Jr. play.
Is that what he calls that 17-year-old boy?
The next prodigy.
But don't nobody hate Cooper Flag. They just kind of critical.
This guy over here, I can't even point to him, but he's like 3 panels over from me.
Nah, we hate. I mean, anybody, if you hate on Cooper Flag, he's mad you can go to IU, come to your program. That's the only reason why you be mad.
Missouri up 12 with 6 minutes.
That dude's got a huge upside. He's good. You know what I'm saying? It remains to be seen what he kind of does on the next level, NBA. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that. But, like, he would be awesome to stay like 2 years, man. They get back-to-back championships if they had him.
Looking at big games this week, really. We got Iowa State in basketball.
This is normally the real slow week because it's finals week coming up.
Duke plays Incarnate Word.
We got it.
So normally there's not a lot of games during the week this week because it's like final. It's like
now listen, week. John, me and you. I'll find out tomorrow if we have credentials for this Saturday because we've got 2 games this Saturday. We could be at Wisconsin and Butler at the Indy Classic, and then Texas A&M and Purdue. So I'll find out tomorrow if we have credentials.
Tanner, we got to see Doug Gottlieb up close and personal.
Oh yeah, listen to this.
I don't know.
What was he doing? Was he trying to do a credit? Was he offering credit card scam?
Behind him.
See, I said it. I told John. I said search for my wallet while I was there. We were first row. We were first row behind Gottlieb.
You better check. I think Reeve said he was getting Chase fraud alerts on his text when he got close enough to him.
Listen, this dude. If I heard more motherfuckers and
shit,
and
shut up. Were you like behind his bench?
We're right behind him in the media.
Yeah.
He played here at IU Indy.
He coaches real strong, man, and like Horizon League does coach strong though, cause it ain't like
he was just. Where do they not play in that Pepsi Coliseum anymore?
No. They play on campus because, and we get this. We're gonna have the athletic director on with us soon because good dude getting us in the program. We want to thank we want to thank the sports information guy for UIndy as well, or University IU Indianapolis for getting us on as well, but. They are building a new arena. So they're only doing three games at the Coliseum. They're trying to get more of a fan atmosphere, the students all there to the games, get that type of spirit. Tanner, and I mean no disrespect to IU Indianapolis.
Right.
This game, I thought I was watching Lawrence Central versus Lawrence North for a bit, or Cathedral.
Shut up.
It looked like a high school game out there for a long time. And I didn't even know the Gottlieb's got a guy that's 5th in the nation in scoring.
Shut up.
Yeah. Hey, this dude, Tanner,
28 a game. But
money.
IU Indy locked his ass down.
Yeah, because he got.
Does he force a lot?
Here was yesterday. So I've got another audio clip I'm going to play. This was yesterday. Doug Gottlieb in the press conference after their loss, when he did not play his starter, the guy that's averaging 28 a game.
Dude,
Gottlieb's explanation for this is interesting. He benched him, was not playing. Here it is.
To the guys to play the guys that do what we ask them to do. period. There's things that transpire that I don't find appropriate to play today. And I made the personal decision to not play Anthony Wood. I know how I want to do it. And too many times in my life, and probably too many times in the last 6 months, I've acquiesced based upon this, based on that. It's not just in this situation. And, you wake up and you're like, what am I doing? Right? You only get one shot at this thing. Do it the right way.
This guy, John Tanner, I tell you, he was MFing.
Did he
more
not
than
play that? Did he just say he didn't play that guy the whole game yesterday?
Yeah. Didn't even play him.
Tanner,
He doesn't like what he
dude,
sees from him. This guy was a whiny bitch the other night at the game too.
What position? Like a point guard, shooting guard?
Nah,
No.
he's more like a small forward, shooting guard.
Yeah, more of a small forward.
He is a scorer. However, at that level, I'm assuming Coach Godwin.
What is he? Probably 6'6"?
No, he's probably about 6'4", 6'3", I bet.
Okay.
I thought
He's skinny as can be though. White kid. Just foofy
Shout out.
hair. Foofy white kid hair. Looks like your normal Daleville basketball player.
Yep.
Or Danville, sorry, not Daleville. No, Daleville.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daleville.
Delville. That's up by me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're
I was
right.
trying to take a shot a little bit.
Yeah.
Tanner, this guy, I had clipboard getting thrown. I had it
No.
him MFing.
God,
At the end of the game, when it was finally over, he got into his towel and just goes, God damn it. Right in front of us. No
he
more than
was
7
frothing at the
feet.
mouth. He was.
How
frothing
many
at
did
the
he
mouth.
lose by to you in the
11.
Jaguars?
And they
11?
were 11. They were 2-point favorites.
Mm.
And they would get out of a timeout, and he would go to his. By the way, I do love the hustle. He doesn't even have a chair. He stands the whole game.
The
whole game.
That's
Doesn't
the
have
whole
a chair. But after he get out of a timeout, and he would go put his clipboard down, we're right behind, first row, right behind. You know how many times I made eye contact with him? And I wanted to say something. I'm like, oh shit, he's so
Did
pissed.
he know who you guys were?
No, I mean, we got our media stuff on, so other than that,
He knew we were media, but that was it.
Okay, I didn't
But,
know. I didn't know if he's actually
I had to
tweeted
ask
you
Brandon
guys
if I
or
ever
anything
started
or
a war.
not.
I've never started a war with Doug Gottlieb. I don't think. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying?
No, just Dan Dockage.
But listen to him here. The
Dan
first
Dockage
thing he
left.
asked me when we sat down, he goes, I got to check my Twitter. I didn't start no shit with Gottlieb, did I?
I don't think I did. I
We'll
might
see
have
him
did.
again. We're going to see him again here in a couple of months at the Horizon League tournament.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Where's the
So-
Horizon League tournament normally at?
It'll be at the fairgrounds.
It will be.
So we'll be there for that. But yeah, we were literally 6 feet from Gottlieb the whole game. And
That's great.
just the Bob Knight MFing, and he'd look over his bench. He goes, "What the fuck is he doing? Get him out of there!" And I just, he was. And then ask John about the players at the end of the bench.
Oh, they were goofing off.
They were.
There's like 4 or 5 that didn't give a shit. They were there.
He got some goof offs, man, and that might be coherent with his.
Oh, they didn't even give a damn. They didn't even care they were losing. They're just
It's
jacking
one
around.
of- Well, you know what? So at the time of the game, he needed some size. All these dudes were taller guys, and he didn't play them. He never rotated them in. So there might be some holdovers that you kind of deal with from, you know what I'm saying, from a scholarship NIL deal. But like he got a couple good guys that he rotates in and out. They gave great effort. You know what I'm saying? I like the atmosphere, the small, you know what I'm saying, small tight end atmosphere. I do, you know what I'm saying? Could they pump in some more band members? Absolutely. Till they get the
Listen, the band was 3 members, and the main part for the national anthem was played by the band director. We got a problem here.
Did they have
got a
popcorn?
problem.
Yes. Did they have?
What about the cheerleaders? The cheerleaders are in T-shirts, man. We got to improve.
No.
T-shirts.
They were wrapped up. They were well dressed women.
And ask John about the mascot.
Hey man, if you're the mascot of any, you know what I'm saying, you and your,
And we're going to ask the athletic director this when we talk to him.
This is what you signed up for, bro. You got to, hey man, you got to bring it. The dink, he wasn't bringing it, man. You see
He stood there
Boomer
the whole time.
You see the Boomer at the Pacers game, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, the Pacers is winning by 20, or Victor Oladipo along the sideline, you know what I'm saying, thinking about, you know what I'm saying, another, you know what I'm saying, a comeback. Boomer's always, you know, he's always pumping them up. Always Boomer. Like, dude, the San Diego Chicken. Hey, man, that dude, like, their teams used to suck sometimes. Always pump him up. The IUPUI guy, man.
He didn't move.
So Whitney Houston came on, he didn't move, man. And that might be a problem. See, you laughing. That might be another problem.
It's true.
Wow, this is 2024, y'all. Why are we still playing Whitney Houston music? I don't know.
Can I give another thing?
I'm not saying we got to go Future. I ain't saying we got to go Drake. I ain't saying we got to go, Kendrick.
No.
We
The
got to move it
announcer,
up to Whitney Houston. Go ahead.
they need to be louder, man. When I can't hear the announcer over the music, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like the PA guy?
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
But like, man, great atmosphere. The referees allow hand checking. You know what I'm saying?
They went to the monitor 3 times.
They went to the monitor.
In this type of game, they went to the monitor, Tanner. They give out fragrance.
No.
Tell
I
you,
can't believe it.
this game was wild. I almost wanted to call you and say, we found out about 3:00 that we were going to go to this game.
Yep.
With our credentials. We got credentials. I said, I about called you, Tanner. Said, Tanner, get your ass down here to go to the Gottlieb game. Front row.
I would have too, because I'm off on those Wednesdays. I would have too.
Yeah, kind of cool
So-
experience, man. We're gonna try to get down there a little bit more often, man. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I want to check out another good homie of ours. I know who'll probably be a sideline anti guy, the homie from Oakland.
Yeah, Campy.
Campy, Judge Coach Campy from Oakland, man. Another great X and O's kind of guy, but also kind of lives through it. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally through
February 12th, they're down here at IU Indy. So mark that on your calendar.
What's Gottlieb's team supposed to finish in this Horizon League? Bottom?
I think
Right
they were
now,
like
they
bottom
are.
4. But Tanner,
Right now, they are the bottom.
he still does a daily national radio show?
Still does both of those and the coach?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And still talk shit on Twitter.
Yeah. And talk
That's
shit.
why I had to
He
remember
was talking shit yesterday on Twitter.
Yep.
He was talking shit on there?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this 2 hours after the game.
Yep.
He's already
He's probably,
spitting with
he's
people.
probably getting more money from that show he does than he's getting at Green Bay.
This dude is putting it out there on
Well, if
Twitter.
you love
They just
it,
got their ass
you know what
handed
I'm
to
saying?
him in basketball, and he's
Yeah,
going
it
out
look
there
like he
going at
loves-
people.
Yeah, it looks like he loves basketball.
Someone's going to call on there and just give it to him on his show.
You could.
I should
Why the
call
hell
him
we
and
do
say,
that?
"Can we talk about that
Man, there
UND
you go.
game?"
You're like, why the hell would we do that?
God, I tried to record him just cussing into it, just cussing into that.
That would've
Oh my
been-
God,
no.
what kind of basketball move is that?
I would have been dying.
I would.
Oh, it was beautiful. The fact, and it was when I tell you it was quiet as a
He's
church
real
mouse
passionate.
in there as
Oh,
well.
that's on the sideline, yeah. It was-
So
Oh,
you
it's
could
not-
hear exactly when he was cussing because
You could hear everything in the huddle, the whole thing.
and Green Bay got some fans.
Oh,
There was heckling.
yeah.
Heckling,
did.
Jack, man.
Some
it's
guy
like,
showed up in
dude,
an Oklahoma State sweatshirt, and he turns around and goes, "That's a good looking sweatshirt right there," and points at him. The dude's just going at people.
Yeah, it's pretty good atmosphere, man. Pretty good
It's wild.
man.
I love it. It's
Pretty good
wild.
atmosphere. But it is kind of packed in. It does remind
Hey,
you.
speaking of
saying?
basketball, Ball State, when we getting this done with Mike Lewis on here? 4 of us.
Oh, okay. I can reach out.
Reach
We
out to
probably
them,
need
man. They got their
If we
hands
can do
full
this
today,
type
though.
of setup like this, the 4 of us,
Yeah.
and now we'll be a lot more tightened up in
Yes.
our interview
Yeah.
than what we're doing now. But
Absolutely.
so,
Yeah.
boys, picks. Tanner, I've got a thing I put on the Facebook page and on my page for Pick'em for the
Okay.
bracket challenge for Crossroads that we're going to do.
Yeah.
So fill out one there. It's on the ESPN, and then
Oh, is that the one you sent me?
yes, yeah, I sent it
Okay.
out, and then I will put our spreads together. I will send out the official Pick'em for next week. We won't have anything this week, but it'll go out for next week when we get lines
Okay.
are a little bit more solidified.
I
'Cause I
saw
don't
they
wanna
did
send it
give
out
Notre
now.
Dame and IU that prime time spot. They're Friday night at 8.
Yeah, I'm coming back from Chicago about that time next Friday night, so I'll be
Yeah.
try to tell Tanner I might take or Jonathan I might have to see if the wife wants to go to South Bend, but
Right?
so no pick 'em this week.
Okay.
We'll have picks next week. It'll just be picks itself.
Yep.
And then yeah, me and John will do a show on Wednesday nights, and then yeah, we should be good. And then I'll send out picks as we go through bowl season in there. But that's all I've got. Tanner, you got anything?
I don't have anything else. I know it's probably going to be like a slow week in sports this week. Like I said, dead week in basketball till really no really good games. They might play something on Saturday and Sunday, but I think there's IU might play somebody. They don't look too impressive. I know some people not too impressive with how they've started the season so far. So,
Well, they beat Miami last night.
Oh, stop.
of Ohio.
mid-level MAC team.
There
Yeah.
ain't no Charlie Coles there anymore coaching them up on
RIP.
the Red Hawks.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Those were actually steaming games when Ball State used to play him, and they would come to town. Wally Zerbiak's ass. You must be clapping at this Steelers game.
Man,
Huge fourth down stop. Huge.
I started this Austin dude today, and he hasn't got one ball today because fucking old Russell Wilson's a big B word out there, not throwing him the rock.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of things he's not doing right now.
Colts ain't
They're up
losing.
20-7.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
it's
losing
20-7?
fantasy. Yeah, they're up 20-7 right now. They just got a fourth down stop, so they'll get the ball back in Browns territory. But yeah, I'm gonna lose the fantasy.
Yeah, I don't have anything else other than basketball. I know it'll be slow and stuff and that. So
Cool.
other than that, it should start picking back up.
Sounds good. All right, T. Good luck on the picks next week.
All right, yeah. Then I'll send a text out there to Coach Lewis.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do a couple weeks, or even if
Okay.
you have to wait till after the season. I know he's busy as hell with
Yeah.
stuff, and typically during the season you gotta go through the athletic directors and sports information directors, that type of thing. So
Yeah.
But if we can get Tanner to come down with us to the Campy game, and then the Horizon League when Gottlieb is back,
Yeah.
it's something.
You gotta let me. All right. Yeah. Keep me
I may
posted.
put credentials in for Tanner under us for the Horizon League. That would
Yeah.
be right there
Keep me
with you.
posted.
So, all right, Tanner. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, fellas. Take care.
All right, that's our guy Tanner. John, anything else from you before we go? We kind of did an hour and 15 minutes today.
No,
We made up for last week.
Yeah, I didn't really want to delve into too much of the NBA, man. I think some of the, it'll repair itself, and we'll stumble through an All-Star game whenever we get to it back in February. Don't foresee any big-time trades coming for the Pacers, or really anywhere. A couple teams might do some dealings, but like I don't really see any two big-time like contract All-Star versus for All-Stars going anywhere anytime soon. So the NBA just kind of got to get healed up right now, healthy. So
About did LeBron set the record? Did he hit the three finally, or did he keep missing them?
Don't be like that, man. I know Bronny had 16. Bronny had 16.
Oh, Summer League or
G League play last night. That kind of equates, like, I don't know who USC played yesterday or they played today, man. Probably equates about 25 points if you had played against an NFL college level opponent, man. So, Bronny, he's doing good, man. With his $10 million.
Hey, he's I'm trying to find something for you. I think he's going to be here in a couple weeks.
With the Mad Ass, he ain't gonna be. They ain't gonna let that dude play in Fishers. He ain't come up in there.
We might have to go to this game. I'm saying.
The Bronny affair, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. So, all right, John. Appreciate you, my man. Have a good rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you Wednesday night.
Absolutely. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.